So, Satanic Panic is back. So, Lil Nas X's video came out a couple of days ago, and now people are worried that he's trying to convert children into being devil worshippers. Hi, hello. So I'm going to talk about this video. So before looking at what people have to say, I at first just want to talk about what the video actually means. So Lil Nas X posted this to his social media a little while ago, and it's basically talking about the actual meaning of the video. So it's a letter to his younger self. People rap about sex constantly, but of course it's only okay when you're straight, because straight is the default. People expect that from each other because they're taught that that's what's normal. And people are literally being killed for being gay. Black men are subject to discrimination even within their own community. Some black people are afraid of black men being emasculated, which doesn't make sense to me because black men are not only one type of person. There are different types of black men. Feminine black men are not bad for the black community. And a lot of black people think that being LGBT and black is mutually exclusive. I've never understood this because this comes directly from an Anglo-colonialist point of view. People use their religion to find comfort in the afterlife and find purpose in their own lives, and I'm all for that. But when it's used this way in order to weaponize your religion and force it on people and force a certain ideal on them, and if they don't conform to what you want, you condemn them, it's just not okay. And honestly, I feel like Jesus would be cool with gay people. Like, he was like a loving person. Why would he want to condemn people to hell just because they're in a consensual loving relationship? So he says in this post that he promised himself to never be that type of gay person, and he wanted to die with the secret. Can you imagine? Can you imagine something so harmless as love making you a target? Can you imagine having to hide a part of yourself, a part of your identity, a part of your experience in life just because someone doesn't like it, just because other people will hate you for it? And a lot of people will say that they're okay with gay people, just not when they make it their whole personality. But people make being straight their whole personality. There's baby reveals and lady killer t-shirts and just things that people talk about on a regular basis. There's parents asking their daughter when they're going to marry and have kids. There's TV shows centered around families of straight parents. There's a standard of the American dream being suburban families that have straight parents with 2.5 kids, a dad that works all day, a mom who looks after the children and the house and works while the kids are at school. Our society is built on heteronormativity. Gay people have to hide in order to be safe. Lil Nas X had to hide in order to be accepted. He was going to die without ever being open about who he was. And honestly, I applaud people who make being gay their whole personality, because there's nothing more badass than just being yourself and being so open about it and being so real about it when there's so many people who hate you for it for no real reason. He goes on to say that they will say I'm pushing an agenda, but the truth is I am. The agenda to make people stay the fuck out of other people's lives and stop dictating who they should be. He's literally just trying to normalize being gay. That's it. Is he making fun of people who tell him that he's going to hell for it? Yes, and he looks hot doing it. And religious trauma is a very real thing, and it happens to a lot of people, not just queer people. There's so many people who are traumatized just because they're told that they have to fit a certain mold in order to be accepted, and if they don't fit that certain mold, they're going to be damned to hell. And this whole thing about Lil Nas X trying to indoctrinate kids into being a devil-worshipping gay person is just hilarious to me. Like, everyone knows him from his smash hit Old Town Road, and honestly, it's not even kid-friendly. Like, if you look at the lyrics, here are the lyrics. Riding on a tractor, lean all in my bladder, cheated on my baby, you can go and ask her. My life is a movie, bull riding, and boobies. you really let your kids listen to that. Drinking, adultery, cheating, and boobies. If you're afraid of your kid watching the Montero music video and it turning them gay, then would watching a straight woman give a lap dance to a straight man make them straight? Or if you're afraid of them becoming a devil worshiper from watching it, if you show them VeggieTales, would that make them worship God? Like, I'm just saying that's the same kind of line of logic. Like, it's not an artist's job to raise your kid. If you're really that worried about what they listen to, then you could make them listen to Kids Bob or the Disney radio. Like, it's the parent's job to make sure that the kids are listening and watching, just like consuming media that is fit for their age. And he was never an artist meant for children. Like, you don't have to watch his videos, you don't have to listen to his music or support him in any way. Like, you can not like anything that he puts out, and that's fine. But when you push this narrative that makes him seem like the type of person that is just looking to indoctrinate children, you're part of the problem. People will literally run towards the point and then go right past it. Like, hateful Christians tell gay people that they're gonna go to hell, and he makes this video of like going to hell and just having fun with it, and then people are still upset. Is this not what you expected hell to be like? If all gay people are gonna go to hell, why wouldn't there be somebody giving Satan a lap dance? And this is not disrespecting a religion. It's meant to be a commentary on the type of people who push this and are just really hateful doing it. This is showing that hateful fear-mongering rhetoric is just not good. The internalized hate that gay people have to go through just because they're fed these lies by hateful religious people is insane. Like, I don't see how people can try to portray themselves as the victims when they're the ones that are pushing something so harmful onto people. Like, he used shock value to sell his album, and it's working. And on top of people preferring him, during his Old Town Road days, he was closeted, or at least not openly gay. So it's likely that he hated himself. It was likely that he hated himself because of what people would tell him. And he had to cover up that part of himself just to get on the platform. And now that he has the platform, he is this amazing black gay musician that is an icon for the queer community, for the black community, for the black queer community. And he trolls like nobody's business. I cannot tell you how happy that Gun Girl situation was with him. It was so funny. Like, because of him specifically and people like him, there's going to be black children that grow up and realize that being gay is not the end of the world, that they don't have to be afraid of these people that tell them that just because they are who they are, they're gonna go to hell for eternity. There's so much fear and hatred that LGBT people have to go through, and this music video makes it a little easier for the future generation. So thank you, Lil Nas X, you're really putting in the work. This song has literally been in my head since it came out because I listened to it when it first came out and I just couldn't stop. The music video, perfect art. The messages, perfect art. The actual music has been playing in my head nonstop. It's more like a just kidding. But this part right here, him sliding down the pole with these long braids. The heels. So basically, yeah, he's in hell, and I could watch this so many times and not get tired of it. It's just so, all the colors, the costumes, the makeup, the hair, like, they put a lot of work into this. Alright, bye. Be nice to people. love thy neighbor.